Morning guys, it's been a while since I've done a video. Last week I was at the Borders Wood Turning Club in Brampton, Cumbria, and there was a turner there called Richard Kennedy demonstrating. Excellent day. Did lots of stuff with colour, texture, some gilding as well, and one of the things he did was a square dish which he coloured, textured with pyro, and then gilded over the top of the texturing. So that's what I'm going to have a go at today. I'll just get the camera set up, then we'll get started. Right, so here we've got it set up. The blank is about 4.5 inches square. First thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to face it off. Now what Richard did do, he put a couple of marks on the tool rest, one right at the corner so you know where the corner of the piece is, and another one about 1/2 inch further out, so that way when you're coming in you can actually see where you're going to start hitting. So I'm just going to face it off, get it ready to go onto the chuck. Now I'm just going to get a small foot. I'll start shaping the the blank, and I'll get a small foot on to go onto the chuck. I'm just going to use my small spindle detail gouge just to make a bit of a dovetail there. So what I'm looking for for the thickness of the dish at the end is around about 2 or 3 mil. So I'm going to be coming right up to the edge of the corner here. Bring that in a bit closer. I'll just adjust the tool rest again so I know where the edge of the dish is. Right, I'm quite happy with the depth of that at the moment. I can adjust the actual depth once we start turning from the other side. Now the other thing to realise on this type of thing, that if you power sand, which I will try using a sander on this, but it can be when you're sanding, you're actually taking off part of the sharp edge here, but we'll give it a quick go and just to see how it goes. That actually went not that bad. Right, that's it sanded to 400. And now when Richard coloured, he used black. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to be using probably blue. The gilding that I'm going to be using is silver leaf. It's something that I do have in the house because my wife does a bit of crafting as well and she's got some, so I'll be doing that. I'm just going to pause just now just till I get the colour sorted. Right, so what we've got is, it's one of the intrinsic colour range from Martin Saban Smith, and this one is a midnight blue. I've just got some on the towel here. I'm just going to rub that in. Now I'm using ash, which is quite an open grained wood. I'm sure Richard used sycamore when he was doing his, which is a bit closer grained. So this might take a fair amount of colour. I could use an airbrush, but today I'm not, I'm just using the towel. What I will do, just to get right into where the foot is, I'm just going to give a bit of a spray on there and then rub it in. Now I didn't put any sand and sealer on here beforehand, so the colour is soaking into the wood a hell of a lot. So some of the grain is still standing out. Right. Now that's going to take a few minutes to dry, so we'll just pause while we're doing that. And what I'm going to put over the top of this, I'll probably put some sand and sealer over the top of this, and then it's going to be some spray lacquer. Again, I don't know what happened, the camera seemed to switch off. What I've done up to now, I've got the outside down to a thickness where I want it, so I'm just concentrating on clearing the inside. So there we go. Got a bit of chatter on here, but I'll get that cleaned up with the sander. The edges are still a bit rough, but I'll get them sanded down as well. So I'll come back once I finish the sanding and we'll go on to the colouring again. Right, so what I've done so far, I've got the dish all done, sanded down to 400. Now I'm going to put some texture on there. What I've done, I've marked out a couple of lines here, just using a French curve and drawn with a pencil. And now I'm going to use a rotary tool to do a bit of texture, and it's going to be in the textured area where the gilding is. Right, I'm going to change the tool. I'm not very happy with that one. Right, we'll have a go with this one. What I'm doing, I'm not doing any sort of proper pattern. It's just going to be fairly random, just to get some texture in there. So I'll carry on doing that and I'll come back when I've finished and we'll do some colour again. Right, so we're going to get some more colour done. Now I'm not overly concerned about the colour in the textured part, because that's the part that's actually going to get gilded. Right, so again, I'll wait for that to dry and I'll get some sealer on. Right, now comes the interesting part. Now this is something that I have never done before. I'm going to be gilding this with some silver leaf. The first part of the process. Now the only bit I'm going to be trying to do is the textured part. And what you do first is apply something called size. Now what size is a glue, and what you do, you apply it, then you leave it for about 15 minutes until it goes tacky, and then on top of that you apply the silver leaf. I want to get right down into the texture that I've put on there. I'll just get this quickly done. And obviously what I'm trying to do here is stay inside the lines of the textured part. It says on the instructions for the size that it does basically remain open indefinitely. Now my wife has tried this with her. She does a whole variety of different crafts, mainly jewellery, and she said this is the one thing that basically she just couldn't get away with. Right, so that's the size applied. Now we've got to wait 15 minutes. So we'll come back when it's tacky. Right, so it's all tacky now. So I've got the leaf here, and what I'm going to try not to touch the leaf with your fingers because it makes it greasy. So I'm going to try get that on there. Quite a fiddly job this. Small corner down here I want to get done. Right, I've just got a paintbrush which I've cut the ends off. I'm going to see if I can clean the edges up a bit and get it down into the I'm going to try something. So I eventually got it done. First attempt. I'm not happy with it. The gilding could have been a lot better. I haven't got the exact sharp edges that I wanted. But for a first attempt, something I haven't tried before. Oh, there it is. I'll take some photographs as well so you can get a better look at it. So yeah, it's probably something that I will try again, hopefully with more success. Now Richard did use a variegated leaf which is based, I think, aluminium with different colours in and everything, which looks absolutely gorgeous. This is silver leaf. It's a bit fiddly to play with, but we'll give it another go some other time and see how it works. Thanks for watching. Please like if you've enjoyed it. Please share so I can get more subscribers to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.